Someone's laughing at me. I'm sorry, guys.
What's up, guys? So today is what is going on with my face? This camera is nice. This is distracting. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. So today's video is going to be pretty big. Got a lot of new stuff going on. I got this new phone camera. It's an iPhone, and the camera is great. So that's one plus. Also, I got a lot of things going on in the background, like a lot of projects and everything. Let's see, got a bow going on. I got some masks I'm making. That right there is a project for today. This is like my first project video, so this is kind of cool. Let's see, today we are basically making a Marshmello Helmit. Yeah, that DJ dude with the marshmallow on his head and the eyes and the mouth, and yeah, we're doing that. So in doing so, we need some really basic materials we need. So yes, cardboard is one of the cheapest things you can get. You can find anywhere. It's going to be the main thing we're going to use for this video. So hot glue. Yes, we're using hot glue. Hot glue's like the best. It molds it, bonds stuff together with heat, so it's really good. It'll stay together. No tape. Not using that. No. Hot glue only. Next, we'll need foam. Foam is like the skin to our project. You can get these from like Hobby Lobby or Michaels. Definitely want to try to get the thin ones that are better, but if you get the big ones, it's okay too. Of course, we'll need scissors. I would suggest having a big pair and a little pair. Little pair really gets into those annoying spaces, so use one. Lastly, you'll need a hat. Yes, you actually need this. Yes. Okay, so I had an issue. Change of plans. The little cardboard is not going to work. That's trash. We're going to use this. It needs to be long, because if you don't do it long, you're going to be using hella glue to like glue little pieces together. I wanted to do this, but this is just stupid. Don't do that. That's dumb. This good. This smart. So yeah, one big piece. And then the best thing you can do is, if you have like the little like measure for... Someone's laughing at me. I'm sorry, guys. This is really weird. But yeah, so you need to measure your big fat ass head with this damn thing, right? That came out terrible. But yeah, you gotta measure like just about, I don't know, measure your head. Mine's probably like 50 feet. JK. And then give it slack about, basically, okay, here, we'll make it simple. After you get it tied around your big noggin, right? Take your finger in there and just make another circle completely around your head. It should pull... You probably want at least like 2 inches off your head and around. I'm gonna go 3 because I'm cool. So 3 inches off my... Nope, 2 is right. Yeah, 3 is too big. So 2 inches off. We'll put it on there. Circle my big noggin. That'll give me 2 inches, just about. And I'll be at like 29 inches. That's my head. And then you're gonna put it on the cardboard box. Cut out the width and height that you have measured of your head. Yes, I forgot to say that earlier. But anyways, this is me cutting out the circle for the top of the head. It's kind of necessary, but you can kind of edge it up more as you go. I forgot to show the cylinder part, which you can see now. To make the cylinder, all you basically need to do is take the 2 widths of the measurements that you made for your head earlier, and you're basically hot gluing those together. It's pretty simple. Now what we're going to be doing is we're getting the circle all edged up to fit perfectly in the cylinder shape. I'm pretty good at this, so I can freehand it, but I would suggest you guys get like a perfect circle shape because it'll help you out a lot. You do want it to be a good shape. After all that, you're going to start trying to fit it into the cylinder. After you start getting into the cylinder, you're basically going to start gluing the top of it in, and you're going to like push down in, so that way the hot glue is getting on the top of it and getting on the in between the circle shape and the cylinder. That's your goal. Okay, on to the eyes and mouth. The eyes are basically like an upside down tooth shape, and the mouth is like a rainbow. So all you want to do is basically you can either print these out on like the internet or just make them and cut them out, but you do want them to be 3D. You want to be able to hold them and place them onto the cylinder part of the helmet. It's important. So after you get the eyes and mouth all patterned out and cut onto the helmet, you're going to try to get the hat ready. All you do is cut the brim of the hat, and you're going to try to basically make sure it fits inside the helmet. And you're going to basically glue the tip of the hat, and you're going to glue like a little more around the area so it, like, you know, fits in there well. You don't want it just on that one tiny part. Then you're going to, after, you know, get it glued in, you're going to trim around the edges, like the bottom, to make sure it fits well in your head. This is the only time you'll really be able to measure well, because your head is going to basically rest inside the hat. The hat is super important because that's where you're going to, it allows you to look around in the helmet. If you just put the helmet on without the hat, it will be stupid and it will not work. Yeah, it's going to take a couple trimmings to make it right, but that's totally, you know, what you got to go through. It's worth it. And then basically after you're done with this, you're going to get ready for the foaming. But yeah. Okay, moving on to the last part. This is going to be the foaming of the helmet. So we're going to take one of the flatter pieces, wider, whatever. You're going to put the cylinder on top of it and trace it, and you're going to cut out the circle, of course, easy. You're going to hot glue the circle to the top of it, because that's your first piece you want to do. Then you're going to take the thinner pieces and you're going to wrap them around the helmet. Make sure the thin piece covers the top side of the thicker pieces. And for like the entire like helmet, all I needed was 2 thin pieces of foam and like 1 thick piece. So fairly cheap and worth it. So after you get that all, you're going to take some black material and you're going to start taking care of the eyes. You want to be able to see outside of it, and you don't want people to be able to see on the inside. So the black material will take care of that perfectly. You're basically just hot gluing squares in places of where the eyes are and the mouth. Yes, you have to do the mouth too. It matters. You should try to glue both sides, from outside and inside. Okay. Oh wait, let me. Yeah. For the most part, it's pretty finished. I mean, I could insulate the inside and, like, you know, take care of other things, clean up the face a little bit, but for the most part, it's gotten the job done. This is basically what I wanted. So basically, what I finished up was just making sure, you know, glued the foam, the outside, the parts that go with the cuts. Make sure those are glued down in. That's what I'm basically doing the mouth. I'm gonna clean up this so it's not so jagged, but this was like the goal. So other than like cleaning up the edges and probably foaming the inside, other than that, it's like basically done. And this is definitely worth something cool you can play around with. I'm probably gonna make a whole bunch of these, so I'm not crazy about this one in particular. There'll be much more to come. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. This is like the first tutorial video for the channel. Hopefully this helped you guys with making a simple marshmallow helmet. This is not hard. Probably if you're watching this, you'll hopefully like maybe know me and you'll just be like, hey Leroy, help me make blah blah blah. But this will hopefully save you and me some time, and you can make your own. Do it. It's not hard. Like, subscribe, tell people. I just had like a final and had to eat and had Christmas parties and things to go to, so yeah, that wasted a lot of the time. More tutorials to come, more Pokemon videos to come. Enjoy. Deuces.